Instagram. So let's talk Instagram, shall we? And at some point I'm gonna get some because I'm hungry and I'm like, so we'll make it work. Okay. So Instagram 101. What is Instagram? The thing is, you have to know what is the platform that you are getting on and what is the purpose of the platform. So what is the purpose of Instagram? Let's talk about, before we get to Instagram, what is the purpose of Facebook? The purpose of Facebook is engaging, liking, commenting. What does Facebook want you to do as a user? They want you to do that. Yeah, thank you guys. You guys are amazing. And then on Instagram, it's going to be different, but we're gonna. So Instagram, it is a photo and video sharing social media app. So what does the platform want you to do? Do that. It allows you to share a wide range of content, such as photos, videos, stories, and live videos. It also recently launched IGTV for longer form videos. So let's talk about some Instagram stats, some Instagram 101. There are 1 billion monthly active users on Instagram. 88% of users are outside of the United States. Instagram is the fastest growing social media, which is why you need to be paying attention. Your business, hear me, your business needs to be on Instagram. There's only, if your demographic, if your client base is women, and you're servicing them directly, get on Facebook, create a Facebook group, be on Facebook, and you still need Instagram. I feel like almost every single business right now needs to be on Instagram. 71% of Instagram users around the world are under the age of 35. 72% of US teens use Instagram. 35% of online adults use Instagram, with 28% of them in the US. 34%, so if your audience is millennials, you gotta be on Instagram. 22% of all Instagram users log in at least once a day, 38% check Instagram multiple times a day, and 25% of smartphone. This is crazy, 25, and we're gonna see some even crazier demographics for business. 25% of smartphone users smartphone owners use Instagram. Okay, for business, I want you guys to take a picture of this. This is really powerful. 60% of users, that's more than 600 million people, seek out and discover new products on Instagram. New products and businesses. Instagram is the place to be if you want to be discovered. If you want people to find you. Remember how we talked about how Facebook is really good if they've already, you already have a relationship, they already know who you are. Instagram is the place to be found. Instagram is how I found many of the businesses here in Antigua. So you gotta ask yourself, am I on Instagram? Am I findable? And we're gonna talk a little bit about how you get findable on Instagram. But this is huge, right? We wanna be findable, yes. And remember, do you wanna be findable by anyone? No, you wanna be findable by the people that will pay you money, yes? Yes. So you have to make sure that you're on the right platform and that you're findable where your people are looking for you. For a lot of you, it's gonna be Instagram. So say for me, my Instagram presence is constant but light. I have to have an Instagram presence, but my Instagram leads people to my Facebook. Yeah, so find me on Instagram, connect with me on Instagram. Let's develop a relationship on Facebook, where I have a Facebook group. If you guys want to join it, it's a Facebook group for entrepreneurs and doing, digital marketing and social media and digital presence, all those things, trainings. But do you guys see how that's how it works? You're like, ooh, I want to join your Facebook group. I want access to these free business trainings. So I find people, they find me on Insta, and I've had brands reach out to me. This is where you get, find outable. I've had brands reach out to me and say, hey, we'll give you this thing if you'll post a picture of our watch. These are the things that are not possible on Facebook that are possible on Instagram. If you are a brand of any sort, if you are a personal brand, some sort of brand, you want to be on Instagram. Okay, 200 million users visiting at least one business. These are crazy statistics, guys. 71% of US businesses use Instagram. 200 million users visiting at least one business profile every single day. They're engaging with you on Instagram. They want to be your friend. On Facebook, it's easy to be your friend. It just because on Instagram, what are you doing? You're just scrolling, right? And on Facebook is more about friends and family. That's why Facebook is the relationship platform. You just want to be like on their radar. And sometimes if you show up on their Facebook and you're being like, you know, you're selling stuff, it'll interrupt your experience of Facebook. You'll be like, ew, why are you selling me stuff? I'm here to connect with my friends and family. On Instagram, people want to connect with you. On Instagram, they're looking for you. They want to create a relationship with your business. They want to know what you're up to as a business. It's less so the case on Facebook. This is where, this is an honorable mention, podcasting. More and more businesses are getting into podcasting. Say like Trader Joe's. Any Americans in the house? Yeah. So what does Trader Joe's do?
They sell supplies.
They're just a store. They're just like, you know, like you get groceries and $2 chuck and really great like nut Trex mix that I love. But they have a podcast. Why in the world does Trader Joe's want a podcast or need a podcast? Because they're developing the relationship. So, but the thing is, when you do these things, you have to have like focus and intention. Chubbies. Anyone here Chubbies? Probably not. Okay. Chubbies, I really encourage you guys to check Chubbies out. Chubbies is an incredible company. It is short shorts for men. That's what they do. They are amazing at creating a brand, and they have their own podcast. I want you guys to follow Chubbies. I am not a man, or do I know anyone who needs to be wearing short shorts, but as a person who's in this space, they're killing it. And if you want to learn from a business that's killing it online with their content, with their social media, Chubbies. What they do is they will have the men, and this is for you product people, have your people create your content for you. For experienced people, have your people, if you are a hostel, if you are a spa, if you are a restaurant, guess where your content comes from? From your customers. And some of you guys in the room, you guys are doing a great job. And some of you, your feeds on Instagram, they look so polished, but they don't tell me about how I engage with you as a brand, right? So anyway, Chubbies kills it. And they have these men take pictures, really awesome pictures with them wearing their short shorts. And that's their strategy. They're really funny. And so they are a funny brand. And so they have a podcast. And their podcast is a funny, it's just funny. And their newsletters are really engaging. So you have to be worthy of people talking about you and engaging with you and wanting to have a relationship with you. So men's short shorts, is that something that you usually would be excited about? Probably not. But they're killing it. So you have to think for yourself and for your business, what are you doing that's chubby-like, right? Where you're entertaining, where you're making people feel something, that you're giving them a reason to engage with you past the interaction that they had with your business, whether it was like they bought, a taco, a drink, they stayed with you one night. Are you worthy of being engaged with for the rest of their life? And that's where your lifetime value increases. Okay, so from clothing to concerts to lingerie to linguini, fashion brands, 96% of them are on Instagram. Got something to sell, you've got to be on Instagram because Instagram has people that are looking for you. 80% of users follow at least one business. This is crazy. 60% of users discover products on Instagram. 75% of users take action. 75% of users take action, like visiting a website after looking at a brand's post. You got good-looking products, and that's the thing about your feed. Your feed is supposed to be polished. Your stories are where you're organic. I don't know if that makes sense. Your feed, we're going to talk about the components of your Instagram presence. Your feed needs to be intentional. So anything that you see on my Instagram, my Instagram posts and my newsletters are written through February. I'm not like, it's not by the day. So anything that you're receiving from me was written like 2 months ago. So that's how you want to treat your Instagram feed and your newsletter. These are all connected. These are all like your content strategies. And your stories, we're going to be talking about stories. That's where you engage in like day-to-day and life, and that's where we were saying, hey, this event's happening. So this was the why are you not on Instagram if you are a business baby face? Even this church is on Instagram. So, and what is this church doing? They're inviting people to partake in, a relationship with them. Literally, you don't have to be a business. It's like, do you have a relationship that you're building with people that you want to continue? Then you have to do this stuff. Okay. We talked about the grunt test. We also have the grunt test for every single platform your business is on. That means there is a Facebook grunt test. There is an Instagram grunt test. But I would say one of the most important grunt tests is going to be Instagram. How do you pass the grunt test? We're going to talk about some of the components. So these are 3 brands here from Antigua. We have Tropicana, Bigfoot, and Adra right here. So I don't have a clicker, but it's fine. Okay. So these are some of the components that we're going to be looking at. So this is breaking down the structure of your business page on Instagram. And on Instagram, you do want to have a business page because that's going to show you insights and statistics that are really, really helpful. Okay, so let's start with your handle. Your handle is the name by which people find you on Instagram. Again, your handle needs to be relevant to what you do. You should not be Butterfly Kiss 11 and then you're selling whatever you're selling. Those don't match. So if you help with, you are the #1 banana seller in Antigua, your handle better say bananas and Antigua on it. So what are we seeing here? Tropicana Hostel Antigua. How clear is that? Pretty damn clear. It's a hostel, it's in Antigua, and we have the name. And the other thing that I'll say about this is you want to have handle consistency across platforms. What does handle consistency across platforms mean? So when you look for me on any platform, it's the same name. You find me under the same name, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, podcasting, Instagram, it's the same. So you want to make sure that how people find you want to make it super, super, super easy for people to find you. So you have to ask yourself, am I making it super, super, super easy for people to find me? We have Bigfoot Hostel Antigua. Are they following the best practices? Yes. And Andra Hostel, are you guys only in Antigua?
Yes.
So you have a choice, right? You have a choice of adding Antigua. When you add Antigua, see, we're going to be talking about, there's the new face of SEO. SEO is how you find things on the internet. So search engine optimization. Pinterest is an SEO platform. Instagram is an SEO platform. YouTube is an SEO platform. Google is an SEO platform. Facebook is not. Right? So that's why it's easier for your business to be found on any of these platforms. And so when I'm searching and typing Antigua, a bunch of things are going to appear. The things that are going to appear are both handles. Your handle is just the name of your business, your brand online, on Instagram, and hashtags are going to show up. So if you start with a hashtag, then only keyword searches. So if I'm looking for hashtag Acatenango hike, and if you are a hike provider, are you ranking? A lot of you are not. You're not on there. And the thing is, it doesn't matter. It's like the relevance of the hashtag group, the hashtag search. So some people say say hashtag blessed. How many people follow hashtag blessed? Well, like, how many people would you think? Millions. Millions of people. How likely is it that you're gonna rank under hashtag blessed? You're not. You're not. But guess what? Hashtag Acatenango hike has around 100. So when people are looking for you, you're gonna rank. I ranked. I ranked in a bunch of Antigua searches, and I just got here. So are you ranking in the things that you need to be ranking for? What are good sizes of groups that you should be? Okay, hashtags are super important on Instagram. It's like the whole point. If you are posting and if you're not using hashtags, what are you doing? How do you do the right hashtags? So you have to think of what are people looking for? What are the keywords that they're looking for to find services or products like the ones that I offer? So say for Acatenango hike, they're going to be looking for hashtag, and you're going to write Acatenango, and a bunch of options are going to appear. It's going to say Acatenango Guatemala, Acatenango hike, Acatenango spirit, like all these things. And if that's the thing that you're going for, guess what you want to be including in your hashtags? All where you want to rank. Suppose you are a Antigua hostel or hotel. Are you ranking? Antigua, hashtag Antigua hostel is also, I think it's between 100 to 500. A lot of hostels are not ranking. I found Matios hostel and I was like, oh my gosh, they have an amazing like community vibe. I found them because of, keyword research and a lot of hostels and hotels. The other thing is you can hijack a keyword. You can hijack something that's relevant. So suppose you're not a provider of Acatenango hiking, but you're a provider of boots and gear. Hijack that keyword. Maybe you are related to, Antigua, hashtag Antigua Guatemala, I believe has, I think it's between 50,000 and 150,000. So what do these numbers mean? That's the number of people who are using the hashtag. That's the number of people that are engaging with it. And so there are two options. You're gonna have both top post and recent. For a lot of you that are trying to attract you're trying to attract tourists, foreign, people that are coming into the city. They're going to be looking both in the top, but they're also really going to be looking in the recent. So that's where your constant posting of your content is going to be really important. And it's actually really easy to rank right now for most keywords having to do with Antigua. If you're in Antigua, you should be doing like my Google business and ranking around that. So when people are searching for you on Google, you should be ranking. You should be using the right hashtags on Instagram for people to find you. And again, only for some of you, it's like a totally different strategy. You should be on Facebook doing Facebook groups and engaging. So I heard a really good idea. So what was your name again? Maria. Maria was talking about they're gonna be opening up potentially a hotel. Huh? A restaurant. Potentially a restaurant, but she was saying, I can, as a business owner, or you can have your social media manager, you can have them join the right Facebook groups where people are engaging and they're asking about these sorts of things. So when I ask, what's the best Mexican food in town, you're already in that group to answer that. So I have service providers who are saying, hi, I'm here. So are you there when they're asking for you? Okay, so we talked about the handle, then your picture. So your picture is another main component. I think that Bigfoot and Adra are doing fantastic here. Which one stands out the most? Bigfoot. It's just because of the colors. So Adra, you guys are doing great. Your colors are just a little bit softer.
Millennial pink.
Huh?
Millennial pink.
Millennial pink. So let's talk about your colors. Your colors are they mostly by just gauging the brand? Are you mostly getting people who are women, millennially? You're getting a lot of those? Yeah.
75% of our followers are women.
Yeah, because your brand represents women.
Adra
is women.
Oh, Adra means women.
means
Yeah.
live in
Wow.
Really feminine.
It's very feminine. So when you're a woman and you come into this space, you feel like, ooh, it's so pretty and it's so Instagrammable, right? So you have to ask yourself, is my entire presence from the feed to my picture to the colors, is that representing my business brand and the sort of feeling that I'm trying to create? And it was not hard to guess the sort of clientele that they're getting just by how they're representing themselves. It's that easy.
At the end, the women are the ones who are telling the family where to go.
At the end, the women are telling the family where to go. It's true. It's actually true. Women are really, they hold a lot of economic power in that they are often the decision makers in the family. So it's a good strategy for you guys to keep track of. Okay, so your picture needs to be representative of your business. If you're a brand, say for me, it's my face. If it's your business, it should probably be the name of your business. For, say, like Test Unlimited, should be a picture of a baby with cleft palate, right? Okay, next we have your name. So there's your handle, which is how people find you, and then there's your actual, how you represent yourself on Instagram. So here we have, I'm gonna have to read it here. So this one says Tropicana Hostel Antigua. This one says Bigfoot Hostel Antigua, and this says Adra Hostel. This one I might add Antigua. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna change too much. But when people find you, it's the first thing they see. So say if you are a service provider, then you would want to. Again, business is it's not about you, it's about them. So no one needs to know your name. For me, my name is Luz Gonzalez. That is the handle. But they don't need to know that my name is Luz Gonzalez. They need to know how I help them. So for me, the first line there says business strategy coach. So for you have to think of what am I giving them? What's the result? How am I helping them? And that should be what you include there. Remember, in business, it's not about you, it's about them. This is your bio right here. So you have not that many characters. I believe it's 30 characters, so you're really limited. And in it, you need to, this is your grunt test. That's where the grunt test information goes. That's where you say, who are you, what do you do, how do you help me with, and how can I buy, how can I engage with you? And then you're gonna have space for a link. My strong recommendation, write this down, Linktree. It's still free. Linktree, what it allows you to do is when they click, rather than, so for most businesses on Instagram, what they're doing is the link leads them directly to the website. Guess what happens when people go to your website? For most of you, they're really confused. You have to think of what are the call to actions? What are the immediate actions that I want this person to take? And if you go to Linktree, you can have these little boxes. And so one of the boxes can be your website, but the other box could be book a Catenango hike. It could be go to my shop. It could be book whatever, get my lead magnet, get this free class, whatever it is. You're gonna have different call to actions that are relevant for your business, and it's a free tool that's super, super helpful. Okay, these are called, what are these called? Highlights, yes. Highlights, that's exactly what they are. They are highlights of what you do. Think of your highlights as the tab on your website. So if you have experiences, one of your highlights should say experiences. If you have, pictures of whatever it is, you could have like gallery. And these are only going to be Instagram stories, but you can create really polished, beautiful Instagram stories that are represented and used, and you can select which stories you add to your highlights. So highlights represent basically the same tabs on your website, and they should be specific call to actions in ways that you want people to engage with you. So for, let's see, I think, so here for Tropicana, we have the volcano hike, we have famous something, bar life. A huge piece of their brand is the bar life. Oh gosh, I have no idea what that says. So here, Pacaya, Acatenango, weekend, Sunday. So a lot of you hostels, you have activities that you have on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or if you have a hotel, creating community is super, super important. So your highlights could be, what are we doing on Monday? What are we doing on Tuesday? What are we doing on Wednesday? You could even have a picture of your calendar of events for the month. Like, think of what are the questions that people have about your business and how are they engaging with you through your Instagram feed. All right, and then we have finally the feed. This is your feed. Your feed is supposed to be polished. Your feed is supposed to be intentional. Your feed is supposed to have a brand and a feeling. It's not supposed to, there are some businesses in Antigua that look like there's, just a random person putting up random pictures that don't have a uniform look. It shows that it's not very professional. Your feed needs to look professional. If you're gonna do this and engaging with it as a business, you can't have pictures of like a cute puppy and bunnies. Bunnies and puppies have nothing to do with you and your business. You have to get really clear that your business Instagram profile is about business. And you see a lot of people using it for like just they're blurring the edges of their personal profile and their business account. Your business Instagram account needs to be about your business, and you always need to be providing value, right? So think of what are the 4 main themes in terms of how you provide value, and then just make it really easy for yourself. So say you could have like one of the themes is testimonials. The other one, say for Tropicana, it's really clear. One of the themes is Acatenango. You could have one of the themes being like bar life, and one of the themes could be, your space, what it actually looks like. And then you just rotate through those 4 or 5. So find your themes and you just rotate. It makes it easier. Okay, so highlights, Instagram SEO. So we talked about Instagram SEO and ranking for the right hashtags. This is what ranking looks like. This is what a search looks like. So if I'm including, Antigua Hostel, we can see that it is literally about 100 posts, and a lot of people are like, you can totally be competitive in that keyword, and a lot of people are just not showing up. There was a business that I spoke to here. I don't see Sobremesa here. Sobremesa? No? Okay. So I spoke to him, and they're doing incredible work, and they are so worthy of being talked about, but they have the wrong hashtag, right? So their hashtag is Be Exotic. What does that have to do? Okay, you guys tell me, what results are you getting when you look up the hashtag Be Exotic?
Naked girls.
Girls, naked girls. Does that have anything to do with
Mesa ice cream.
and that's what I talked to him about. I was like, your hashtag needs to be Sobremesa ice cream, Sobremesa. Like, you can create your own hashtags for you, that basically the people who are looking for you would find you. When people are creating content about your business, you would find them, and then you can repurpose that, those posts. So for all of you, you should be owning and ranking in the name of your business. So are you using that in your your hashtags? You should be looking for, again, how are people looking for you? And don't like love them, love the work that they're doing, but hashtag Be Exotic, totally not relevant to anything that they're doing, totally not helping them. So make sure that also, like, if you've hired a team, just make sure that because that was their whole strategy. And I was like, no, you're wasting money. Like, it's not helping you at all. Okay, so the experience of you. So you can, on Instagram, you can highlight what is the experience of you. So here, like, what did I sense? This is Ojalá Hostel. Ojalá Antigua, they don't have hostel in the name. What sort of sense do you get from this picture here on my right, on your left?
Maybe hospital kind of place, or comfort.
Comfort, hospital kind of place.
Yeah, I would say the same thing.
For me, I was like, this looks super clean. It makes me feel like, oh, I could rest there, and it just seems super clean.
Is that ojalá?
That's Ojalá. Yeah. Here we have Barbada Hostel. We're getting a sense of some of their spaces, some of the people, right? I'm thinking, you want your people to see themselves in your business. And so are you showing, Audra actually does a really great job of posting pictures of the people who stay here. And I always have FOMO when it comes to Audra. I'm always like, why am I not there? That's what you want your Instagram feed to create. You want your Instagram feed and your stories to create FOMO in your people being like, why am I not there? Why am I not buying, like those tacos look really good, or that spa, I should get that massage, or like, I do need to straighten my teeth if you're a dentist, whatever it is, right? You want to create FOMO in your ideal clients. So like this picture here from, I think this is Matiosh. Like, also, I had major FOMO with Matiosh. They're all like in the hot tub, and I'm like, oh, I'm not in the hot tub, right? So how are you creating FOMO? FOMO is fear of me missing out, just for any non-millennials, in your people. This is yoga right here. This is a yoga place here in Antigua. One of the posts that you can't really see very clearly, this green one, is their calendar, their monthly calendar of events. Really great idea. It is a great idea because people are looking, how am I engaging with you? I cannot tell you how many hostels I reached out to, and I was trying to find your activities on your website, could not find them. Trying to find your activities on your Instagram, could not find them. Make it easy for people to find you and engage with you. Okay. Instagram stories, super powerful Instagram stories. Instagram stories are really great for what's happening right now, this week, tonight. So Instagram stories are where you also create major FOMO, where you're like, you're missing out. And again, Adra, Bigfoot Hostel, like Tropicana, they all do a really great job of being like, this is what we're doing here. Maybe we have doing like FOMO right now, like you should be at this business training, right? So that is Instagram stories. Feature your happy customers. What you can do, like this is why your hashtags are so important. How do you find your people that are using your or sharing content about you? You're gonna do a search. Well, you would be notified. You would be notified handle. So make your handle easy to remember and to find. Would use your handle, or they might use a hashtag in their stories. And all you have to do if they use your handle, you would get a notification, and then you would just share that story in your page to be like, look at all these people having so much fun engaging with my business, right? Or if you have like a before and after, like look at this tattoo, look at this, look at this, beautiful smile, look at this super relaxed person who just got a massage, look at this person that just left yoga and they're taking a selfie in their little so you want to share and create FOMO in your potential customers. So this was me after Gatanango being like, that was awesome. Actually, it was really, really hard. This is Bigfoot Hostel being, what are they doing? They're inviting you, literally, come dance with us. And then I'm like, ooh, that's what's going on tonight, right? So this is Adra Hostel. Again, Adra is doing a really good job of creating FOMO and people who are not hanging out at Adra. And so, do you guys see how the different brands are different? Like, if I want to just party it up, which is the brand that they're going for and that they're creating, I'm going to go to Bigfoot. If I want to have a glass of wine and relax with 30-something-year-old women, then I'm going to come to Adra, right? You pick your own adventure, but that's what you want. You want your people to come find you and to be super excited to give you all the money in the world. This was a post from the yoga spot. And all students that sign up before January 15th will get 10% discount on your membership. These are the sort of things that you feature on your stories. Sometimes these can get annoying, like on Facebook, this would feel annoying. Maybe you could definitely have this as a post. The other thing that's a best practice, these posts that you post on your feed, then you share them to your stories. What's great about your stories is you can see all the people that are engaging with your business consistently, and then you just reach out to them and say, hey Bob, I noticed that you're following our stuff, you should drop by. And again, this depends on the sort of business that you have and how you engage. This is me, flash sale, right? So you can have, some of these are very organic, and then you can create, if you guys want to write this down, Canva. Canva is going to be your best friend. That's how you can create beautiful I don't have a graphic designer. I am my graphic designer for everything. I design my website. I design all the stuff that you see on anything. I design it, and you don't have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars. You have tools that are super helpful that allow you to look like a total professional and look like $1 million. Okay, where is Instagram not great? Community building, it's not great. There is just no space for community building on Instagram. It's great to be found, so you lead people from it. You don't stay on Instagram, you get found on Instagram, you engage with Instagram, and you take them somewhere else and you build a relationship. So your somewhere else is gonna be your newsletter or potentially a Facebook group for you. Teaching, engaging, so Instagram is not great if you are teaching something. So you were talking about, you're now teaching people about Airbnb, right? How to do that. Instagram is not going to be a great place where you can do that. YouTube could be a really great place, and you're going to use YouTube very specifically and intentionally. And it's also just not great for longer video content, although they do have IGTV, which does allow you, so video posts, and people love video, people really engage with video. Your average post for Instagram is going to be 1 minute, but they now have IGTV. IGTV allows you to upload videos of up to 13 minutes. So you can have content which is longer, and then again, your content is always supposed to lead people to a call to action. So you're not just like posting random content, you want to lead them somewhere. Do's. Do pass the grad test, do have an actionable link bio, link tree is great for you. Do create your own unique hashtags to rank in. Do rank in hashtags for the stuff you need to be found in. Do make it easy for your customers to share your business. Do have account uniformity across the internet, so across all social media platforms. Do have a thought out aesthetic to your feed. Your feed is supposed to be polished, and do use Instagram stories. Okay, these are all the things to do on Instagram. Parent share, do you need to be on Instagram? Why, and what actions do you have to take, if anything? So we're gonna do 30 minutes and 30 minutes. So find a partner, 30 minutes, they're not 30 minutes, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, go. Yep, find a partner, 30 seconds. Does your business need to be on Instagram? And if so, why? And what actions do you need to take, if anything?
Preguntarle a alguien si su negocio necesita estar en Instagram, por qué y qué acciones debe tomar.
All right, and switch. Who's the next person? Do you need to be on Instagram? Why, and what actions do you have to take, if any?
Yeah, right now I'm here.
All right, let's keep going so we finish up. All right, other platforms with honorable mentions that you need to know about. We have YouTube, Instagram, so the new face SEO. We already talked about how a lot of these social media platforms, they're not just social media, they're platforms for people to find your business. So where do people find you? On YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, podcasting, and Medium. These are ones for you to know about. This is the new face of SEO. So, when people are looking for Antigua, are they finding you? Are they finding your business? Are you worthy of being talked about? So let's talk very quickly about YouTube and blogging. Should you be creating YouTube content? So anyone who can help answer a common question that your customer can have, you should be both blogging and you should be creating video content. Examples would be 10 things you must know before climbing Acatenango. Then people find you, then they trust you, then they book with you. What to know before deciding on a dentist in Antigua, right? These are things that you can have on your website, that you can have all of your social media platforms that would then lead people to create a relationship with you, like you, trust you, and then decide to work with you versus the competition. Newsletter and your pop-up. So again, like 100% of you need a newsletter, especially if you have the kind of business that lends itself to a long-term relationship with your clients or customers. We already talked about the 3 kinds of traffic, so that's an example of my newsletter. It goes out every single week. That's the best practice. The best practice is for your newsletter to go out once a week. You can do 2 times every month. And again, you need to be providing value. And this is where, your newsletter is how you print money. So you need to have the emails for your people. Other platforms for you guys to know about, there's Messenger, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Medium, TikTok, podcasting, Twitter, Google My Business, Quora, Snapchat. You have to find the right platform for your business. We talked about the 2 major ones. We're going to skip pair and share. Best practices. Okay, so make it easy for your customers to love on you and share. These are businesses here in Antigua that make it super easy. So this is the Sign Your Own Blend, and they have the social media links here for you guys to find them. This was the food experience that I had at Frida's, and again, they made it really easy for me to engage with them, and they offered an invitation via the icons for social media. These are businesses that I would have liked to, engage with further, but they had no invitation. Their social media presence was nowhere to be found. There's Samsara and Glacy. These are the sorts of experiences where you go there and you want to share, but are you making it easy for your people to share? So these are 2 businesses that did not. So be worthy of talking about, sharing, stand out, be unique. So this is a cool little thing that Tropicana does. They have like a stamp that you can put on your passport. That makes you feel good. You're like, ooh, this is cool, this is different, right? Then we have sobremesa helados. They're worthy of talking about because they're so weird, they're so random, and it makes you want to talk about them. So you have to think, what is the thing that makes you stand out? Why are you worthy of being talked about? And I have seen these ice creams, people walking around with them. You guys probably recognize them. They look different, and they make you pay attention because they stand out and they're different. So you have to ask yourselves, are we just the same? Are we just like our competition? And if you're just like your competition, you're missing the mark. Like, you have to stand out. You have to be courageous, which is why you have to find the right niche, the right clients to go after. So you have to stand out. If you're just going to be vanilla, that's not the way to win. Although vanilla ice cream is great. Okay, we're gonna skip that. So we already talked about your customers creating content for you. Building community, super, super, super important for businesses. PDLM, this is your profit-driven lead magnet. So this is my profit-driven lead magnet. A profit-driven lead magnet is an invitation for people to extend their relationship with you. For some of you, again, it could be this is the first time you visit our website, so you're gonna get 10% off, blah, blah, blah. It can be for some of you service providers, it could be like 10 things you need to know about accounting. Whatever your top questions for your people are, that's going to be your PTLM, your profit-driven lead magnet. Testimonials are really, really important for your business. So these are testimonials to people that I've worked with. We're going to skip this. Okay, that's it. So if you wanted additional support, I have an online course. I'm running a flash sale for it right now, so you can take a picture if that's interesting to you. I also have an accelerator where I work more closely with people, and then I do consulting, so you can ask me for details. I'm also doing another workshop at Selena. This one's not going to be about business. This one's going to be about setting an intention for your 2020 and just coming into 2020 feeling super empowered and like processing on your last decade. So that's going to be on 1/11 at 11 a.m. So like all the ones. So that's on this Saturday at 11 a.m. This Saturday, the 11th at 11 a.m. And let's connect. So that's me on all of the things. Again, it's just Lucy Gonzalez and everything. Lucy Gonzalez for the website, Lucy Gonzalez for any and all platforms. And I do have a Facebook group, Digital Titans, for launching and growing your business online. This is best for people who are experts, coaching, teaching people something. That's my email. And Q&A. Any sort of questions? I'm gonna stick around to answer your questions. Any sort of questions that you guys want me to answer about anything that we covered? No? Yeah? Thank you guys, really appreciate it. So that's it, thank you. Networking for the rest of the night. I'll be around if you guys have any questions. It's been such a pleasure. I hope you guys learned a lot. We covered so much. You have to be on the internet. You have to command your digital presence. You are going to win. This is one of the best times in human history to win. Go out there, make an impact, change the lives of your customers, which is what I believe that entrepreneurs are in it for. And go rock your 2020. And thank you again to Adra, and thank you to the Chamber of Tourism.
Thank you, Luz, for coming again. It's a pleasure. It was amazing. I learned a lot. There is always things to learn. Well, a lot of places here are doing a great job and with great passion. That is what is important. There are some experts that can help us to get better. So we're gonna keep working with this kind of workshops here at ADA and with the Chamber of Tourism. I'm wondering if you signed the list and your information, because we're gonna send you some information, and I would like to join you and sit with you one by one, and explain what we want to do, because we need your brains. We need your passion, and we need your synergy to take this city where we want it to, you know? For sure. For sure. So thank you very much.
Just random. In the middle of the whole talking, I created like 10 Facebook groups that we Hi, my name is Bianca. So in the middle of the talking, I travel all over the world, and there's a lot of communities, and I started Googling and looking on Facebook groups. There's not that many in Antigua, so I created like 10 groups. and so I have no followers, but it will be. I just want to make sure the names were empty, and I was like, oh my god, this one's empty, this one's empty. Things that I've seen. Portugal is one of my countries that I love, and there's a big community of entrepreneurs, nomads, and digital nomads. And so I started like creating the group. So I will give you the information, and it will be great if we can build a big community of business owners, entrepreneurs, digital nomads, expat. And there's the expat. So anything, I'll give it to you, and you can share it with people here. So.
Hi, my name is Jorge. I have a quick question. I'm a wedding photographer, so I am my own brand. And usually when I upload to Instagram, for example, for my feed is usually photos of weddings and people and couples. And for my Instagram stories, I upload something more, a little bit less like professional. For example, I'm on the wedding day, the dress of the bride, and all that stuff, but that's on Saturday, because weddings are on Saturday. And from Monday to Friday, I'm not posting anything on Instagram stories, but I don't know if it's okay to post personal things, or until what point you have to post things of your daily life and that kind of things.
That's a fantastic question. To what extent do you want to share your personal life? You do. Business is personal. They want to know about the person behind the brand, especially for people where you are the brand. They want to know your heart. They want to know like why you're a photographer, why do you do what you do. So you are going to share about 10% is going to be about your personal life. And if you can tie it to your service or lessons or teaching or connect it to the work that you do, that's going to be really powerful. But absolutely the answer is yes. People want to hear about you. They want, like, when you're doing a photo shoot, just do like a, hey guys, behind the scenes, this is me and the bride, right? So you're creating a little bit of FOMO, but they're also seeing your heart. People, regardless of what business you're in, they want to know you have a heart. And they want to connect with your heart. So show them that you're a real person. That's why I showed, pictures of my family. Like, we're all real people. No matter what business you have, you're a human being, right? So be personable. All right, anything else?
Hello, my name is Kim Rogers. I just wanted to say a little bit more about Start With a Smile project. This is Amelia Harkian, the director. She has Airbnb and teaches Spanish classes by internet. So she's been directing the project in Escuela Las Delicias out near Taxisco. We'll be delivering the school supplies, so thanks everybody who brought them. If you have any more school supplies that you'd like to donate to the project, we're happy to take them anytime. We'll be delivering them probably on the 23rd of this month. If anybody's interested in coming out to visit the school, let us know. We'd be happy to take you with us. Thanks, gang.
Yes, and thank you to everyone who brought supplies. So the last round of applause goes to every single one of you. You guys are warriors, you're amazing, you're limitless, you're magical, you're freaking unicorns, and you're magic. So I am so happy that you exist. I am so happy that your businesses exist. I am so happy that you are creating impact and transformation and beauty and entertainment and laughter and joy and sexiness and all the things that you are with your businesses. And the world needs you and wants you, and the world is looking for you and are trying to find you. So I am so happy to be among brothers and sisters. We're all entrepreneurs. Love you guys so much. Thank you.